that sunshine, of course, plays into developing and getting our electricity from solar powers. But just on that subject, let me just take you quickly back to the Mediterranean and Spain, where through Tuesday they generated over 100% of their demand from renewable energy for at least 9 hours, the longest spell they've ever seen that recorded for. So that's a bit of good news there to end with. Back to you both.
Do you know, it's fascinating, Matt, isn't it? I mean, we always talk about the possibilities, what's out there in terms of renewable energy, but when you see a statistic like that, what did you say, 9 hours? So 9 hours
full
solid.
9 hours, and the supply actually exceeded the demand as well. So it's a good travelling where we're going, really.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting fact. It's something, when you see something like that and you know it can happen, that kind of does encourage people, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and indeed the images you can see behind us here, wind farms are what we're talking about now. Hailed once as an ideal way to generate green, clean, cheap electricity. Matt's going to have a look at this image with us. Matt, cast your expert eye over this lovely shot of central London and Westminster in the foreground there. If I were to hazard a guess, Matt, I'd be saying a little hazy. A little hazy. What is that? What am I looking at?
It is a little bit hazy, but you've got some grey skies there as well. That's from some low stratocumulus and stratus clouds that formed during the night into the morning. They will clear, though. It is going to brighten up quite nicely across the southeast corner, as it will do in much of England and Wales, as it will here in Bradford. There's fog, also a problem for some. Fairly misty and murky just outside Bradford at the moment. But let me just to show you, there is some sunshine there for England and Wales. Southport looking a good deal brighter. Most of England and Wales will be under skies like this as we go through towards lunchtime. The exception, though, to this story will be across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. The cloud here is a little bit higher. It's from a weather front which will sit in place and not move a great deal through the day. It's producing some rain or drizzle at the moment, admittedly, and there'll be another one coming through tonight into tomorrow. All dampens down UV levels, of course, but with those clearer skies across England and Wales, high UV levels for the vast majority through today. Bearing in mind, if you're outside for any length in time.
I mean, I'm no weatherman, am I, Matt? But it looks like good weather for golf, maybe, this weekend?
Perfect weather for golf in England and Wales. Light winds as well. That's always my problem. The strength of the wind, not my golf, of course. Good morning. Let's take a quick look at what's happening out there. The weather watchers from this morning really tell the tale. Here in Gwynedd, morning cloud breaking up, blue skies overhead. That's the case for England and Wales. Scotland, Northern Ireland, though, here in Plockton in the Highlands, you've got the cloud around, rather grey day at the moment, but actually there's hints of brightness, and that'll be the case for Scotland, Northern Ireland throughout today. Patchy rain and drizzle we have at the moment across some eastern areas will fade. The sky will brighten a little bit, but then later on we'll see some more rain arrive into the west.
Lots of information as well, but blue skies, I think it does feel like it is about time, Matt, that we have a week, at least a solid week of decent weather.
I think that's the thing. Most of this spring, there's been a lot of rain days, hasn't there? It's been fairly dull for some, it's been fairly wet, particularly across England and Wales, and for much of England and Wales, this is a welcome sight, and it will be repeated through much of this weekend. Blue skies overhead, captured just a short while ago from one of our weather watchers in Dorset. It's only part of the story, though, across the UK today and this weekend. Let me take you to a weather watcher in Scotland, in Perth, in central Scotland, where skies are much greyer, and that cloud's going to sit in place for a good part of the weekend. So we are split in the UK in two, almost, as far as the weather is concerned.